Hi everyone, this is Sam here from CubeWP with Imran Chima, our CEO at CubeWP, and I want to welcome him as part of this new podcast series that we are starting today, and hope to continue this every week. And just wanted to welcome Imran for taking his time out on a Friday late evening. Thank you so much, Imran.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on this podcast and giving me this opportunity to talk to you that way because we actually daily discuss about different things, but in this way, like you ask me questions, and this is going to be a very interesting, I guess. So I think we should start.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This has been long due, and we have been planning this out and considering. So December just started, and we are almost going to start a new year. So hopefully we can definitely start this amazing journey together as we recently launched CubeWP framework.
This was long due as long as our CubeWP was due. So actually, this was a very long, and CubeWP was too long due. We spent so much time, and
it's quite funny you say that because the domain we registered was back in 2017, if you remember. That was kind of surprising when I recently found out that.
We started plan on CubeWP in 2017, and later we planned differently, and but we were discussing about CubeWP all the time, and then finally on 2020, we started.
Absolutely. Obviously it was a lot of hard work from your end. Finally, which we see the fruit in 2022. So all credit is due to you for all the late nights and after work hours you put into this product.
Yes, I believe it's a teamwork, and nobody can create anything without his team and team efforts. So I would take some leverage to say thank you to you actually, and to our other team members like Ahmed and Umar Hayan. So they really worked hard on it, and that's why we were able to launch. And now we are working on different other plugins, other add-ons, other solutions, and a lot of things is coming on the way. So we should start.
Okay, cool.
Officially. You must have questions to ask me, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just noticed that you have quite a collection in your background of book. It seems you read a lot of books.
No, actually, this is a background. This is a wall background, actually. I do have a lot of collection, but it's on my left side in my library. So this is actually a wall and the background.
So tell me, before I jump into a lot of questions, because I know you read a lot, so just take 30 seconds and tell me, like, what do you enjoy other than working or coding something, outside of work? What is something that you really enjoy? I know you read a lot, so maybe that's something you want to talk about. I don't know. It should be an open-ended question. Yeah, go ahead.
I actually love to read, and then in the same way, I love to discuss with the people who also love to read. So actually, that's my other, hobbies. You can say it hobbies. So first, we all pick some books, and then we discuss our experience about the books, and then we exchange books. So that's our whole entertainment, actually.
Yeah, actually, quite fascinating about you. I feel like things that we sometime talk about, like something new. If I started to talk about on any topic, you actually have vast knowledge that I didn't know about, whether it's philosophy or universe, or I don't know, like this is just crazy, but we can talk about all that later on. So let's get back to the topic.
Well, one interesting fact I would like to say, like sometimes books waste you a lot of time. So you pick a
Mm,
wrong book and you start reading it, and at the end you got to know like I just wasted my time. So it's
yeah.
a very expensive hobby, I guess. And so
Mm-hmm,
expensive
mm-hmm.
in terms of
Yeah.
time. So,
Uh, I gotta
so
admit that I can't. I'm a really bad, very slow reader. So I just go to audiobooks, and they actually I can play them, and actually I can play them on like 1.5x or 2x to save a lot of time. So that's how
you
I
should
trick
get some
myself.
book summaries actually. You should get some book summaries and
Maybe, yeah, I do that too sometimes as well. You're right. You're right. I've
read
done
it.
that as well. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so the first question that I want to ask you, which will really, kickstart our conversation about CubeWP, is what is CubeWP in 60 seconds?
CubeWP is a framework for developer and non-developers to create websites with the dynamic data, and the dynamic data is a big thing nowadays. And so that's the CubeWP.
What is dynamic data?
Dynamic data is something like you add in WordPress. If we talk about in WordPress, like in WordPress, if you add dynamically data into the post, into the users, into the option table, and then you want to get that data on other places like the home page, on the post type, single templates, layouts, and archive pages and different pages. So if you want to first you add data and then you get data. So it's the dynamic data in simple
Why
words.
would somebody why would somebody want to do that? Isn't WordPress already so flexible?
Yes, WordPress is so flexible, and that's why we are working on it, of course. The dynamic data is a need of the art because if you want to create a website like books for books, or definitely you need to have books post type and few taxonomies related to the books and for the categories of the books and the author details. So WordPress gives you title, description, featured image, excerpt, or the basic data options. And if you want to add something extra into the post type, so then you need to create the meta boxes. So basically, the meta boxes is the dynamic data. So if you and with CubeWP, you can create multiple meta boxes for different post types, and the same meta box for with the different post types. So CubeWP gives you this ease, and I'm not saying like CubeWP is the only plugin to give you this ease. There are a lot of plugins in the market, but the differentiator is they give you pinch of salt free, but and then you need to pay them for other fields like they restrict few fields and then they ask you to pay them and then they'll give you the full options of MetaBox fields. But CubeWP gives you complete set of field types and it's free. So we
Okay.
are not charging anything for the specifically for the dynamic data. Creation of dynamic data is free with CubeWP. So that's the differentiator.
Okay. So the CubeWP framework, you mentioned it's free. Where can people get it?
Sorry?
Where can people download a CubeWP framework?
Yeah, CubeWP is completely a free framework, and people can download it from the WordPress.org plugins repository, and it's available there. And you just need to write in the Google CubeWP framework, you'll get the link. So it's very easy to download, and of course, if you are working in the working on WordPress, you definitely don't need to download the plugin outside the WordPress. You just go to the WordPress in the add new plugin and search CubeWP and you'll get the plugin there and just click on it and it will be installed.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So, as a freelancer, or I'm asking this question on behalf of freelancers or people who want to develop a website. Uh, what? Yeah, actually, before this, I want to ask you what kind of websites actually you can create with CubeWP.
This is a very interesting story. Initially, if you have time, so I can explain this.
Yeah,
Initially, when we
absolutely.
conceived the idea of CubeWP, so we were thinking actually at that time I had developed multiple solution-based WordPress themes like directory listings, classified, video themes, and different kind of themes. So I noticed one thing like on every theme I need to spend actually I have to spend a few months to develop it, to develop the core features. So in that way we cannot scale our business in the product development because if you would spend uh, 6 to 7 months on one product, so in the 1 year you can only develop one product. So this is not a very good idea to run the business of WordPress products. So when we conceived an idea, and that was QWP, to to shrink the time of development. So initially, we were completely thinking about the solution based WordPress products like events, directory listing, real estate, Airbnb style websites, and a few others like the same way. So, but later on, when we were developing it, so we were thinking differently. Like we wanted to support agencies, freelancers to create and develop all type of websites. So yes, initially we had this idea, but later on we changed our scope of product and different things. So now it's ready for all type of websites. The all type of websites means all the websites they need a dynamically data display on the front end. Whether it is a multi-purpose website, whether it is a website for a business, for a company, or it is a very big website like a real estate website or a directory listing, classified. So it's ready for everything.
Okay, that's great. But is it scalable? Like, a lot of time people are concerned like it's not going to be able to handle a lot of data, or WordPress might not be able to handle it, or whatever the case is. Now on top of WordPress, we are adding this framework, obviously more complexity around the code and everything. So what would you say to those people who say that you cannot build a professional or large website with WordPress plus CubeWP?
Actually, I don't disagree with them, but I don't agree with them too.
Okay.
In some way, like if you talk about WordPress, definitely WordPress have some boundaries, some limitations, of course. And the CubeWP framework is the framework inside the WordPress. So definitely the boundaries will be applied on the CubeWP too. But as far as the processing is concerned, like if you talk about like how many posts this framework can handle, so it's totally depend on WordPress. We are not handling database and we are not creating any database table and anything for CubeWP separately. Yes, we are creating database tables for indexing things, indexing few data, structure, and for our other add-ons on for different things. But we are not handling the basic data of WordPress, like the post types, taxonomy, and user. So the large number of data comes with the post types. So the post types goes to the WP post and WP post meta in the WordPress. So definitely whatever the WordPress can handle, the CubeWP will handle.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you so much for your response to that. What message do you want to give to freelancers who might not be uh, coders or developers or advanced coders? How can CubeWP empower them, just the framework, to make better websites or faster websites for their clients, so they can actually in a month, if they were doing like maybe or 2 projects, maybe they can scale up to 10 projects, just to 2-3x their income in 2023?
There are 2-3 types of freelancers. The one is they are not actually very much technical, and they are not coders, they are not developers. So if they are working on, they will work on CubeWP framework. They will have all the features to complete a project. To start with the dynamic data creation, like the custom fields for post types and the users and taxonomies, and to complete with the for the front end, they can use Elementor and the Gutenberg blocks. Of course, they can use different page builders. So we have all kind of facilities for different types of freelancers. Like if somebody is totally basic and he don't know about the coding, so he can use the Elementor, and using the Elementor, he can use the dynamic tags. Elementor has the option to integrate dynamic tags with the template. So he can use the Elementor and dynamic tag, and he can display the dynamic content on the front end using the Elementor. So if he is a coder, so definitely we have provided a complete set of functions. So they can use the functions and they can get the data, because we are giving a rendered data through the functions and through the dynamic tags. And of course, we have the shortcode of all the fields. So they can use the shortcode if they have the option to use the shortcode in different page builders. So they can use the shortcodes. So we have all types of solutions for all types of freelancers.
Okay, so this will definitely help them expedite their task instead of depending on multiple different plugins or paid plugins. They can download CubeWP framework for free. And
I just want to add something here, like before CubeWP, people need to have a free plugin, any free plugin to create dynamic data, and then they need to buy another plugin to display the dynamic data, and then they need to buy a different plugin for search and filters and for front-end submissions and some for other stuff. But with CubeWP, you don't need to buy any other plugin. Just put the CubeWP in your WordPress and start creating dynamic data, start display dynamic data using the premium feature of Elementor, the dynamic tag. And we have given the workaround to create single post type template using the Elementor free version. So I think that's a big differentiator. Like if you talk about other plugins, other system, other solutions, they don't provide anything with the free Elementor. You have to buy Elementor Pro version to create the single post template, because Elementor Pro version gives you this option to create single post template and archive template. But we, as CubeWP, gives you this option to create single post template using the Elementor dynamic tag with Elementor free version. So that's, I think, a big difference for the freelancers. They don't need to buy different plugins. They don't need to ask their clients to buy different plugins. Then we will compete with these websites.
Okay, that's very interesting that users don't have to purchase a pro version of Elementor. So free version of CubeWP, free version of Elementor can basically allow them to create single post type. What about archive pages? Is it also possible with the CubeWP framework?
Yes. Right now we don't have. Honestly, right now we don't have any workaround for creating archive page template with any page builder like Elementor, Gutenberg, or anything. But we have shortcodes for archive page. Like in the on archive page, what you have the content, like you have all the postcards. You can say the loop builder in different page builders. They have the option of loop builder, but we have the postcards on archive page. In some cases, people need to have the filters and the map in directory events or classified. They need to have the map and some other options like sorting and the display, the titles, like how many listings are available. So all these things are available through the shortcodes. So we have a shortcode for complete package, and we have the shortcode for individual items. Like for the post grids, we have a different shortcode. For the list switcher, we have this different shortcode. For the sorting dropdown, we have a different shortcode, and different for the filter and map. So you can create a archive page build a page with any page builder if they give the option using our shortcodes.
Okay. And what about the styling and stuff? How is that handled for different pages? Styling.
Honestly, we thought about a lot about the styling. We were thinking like we need to give the option in the CubeWP to style their templates, but finally we decided like different people wants different type of style. Different, few people who just need to add CSS using our default style, but different people, some people need to have a completely different structure of templates, like single page archive templates. So we decided to give a default single page and archive page template, and we have given the options in the custom fields and the form builder. If you have the front end pro, then you will have the option in the form builder to add classes for to apply classes on the fields and on the containers. So in that way, you can style your single page and archive page using the default single page and archive page templates. But if you want the pro level styles and designs, then definitely you need to use any page builder or anything to create just your own style, your own design. So
okay, with basic CSS knowledge, they can just do the styling with the CubeWP.
If somebody have the basic CSS knowledge, he can just add the classes while creating custom fields, and just boom, the result will be there.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So we talked about freelancers. Is there, I mean, I guess a similar message can be applied to agencies as well. They can also boost their work with CubeWP framework.
For agencies, they can buy our add-ons too. We have different add-ons like for.
Yeah, let's talk about the add-ons. Why would somebody want to buy when you're giving everything already for free? Why would anybody wants to pay for the add-ons?
That's a very good question, I guess. If you talk about the custom fields and the simple, not the simple, but the default single page template and archive page. Now, if you talk about that, you can create it with simply with the free version of CubeWP framework. But if you want the pro features, like if you are creating a website, a directory website, or the events website, or real estate. So I'm talking about a lot.
I just want to mention this. Sorry to cut you. So what you're referring to, a lot of these websites, these are not just websites. These are more like a web app where there's website is more like a static website. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are the complete solutions, and that's the, I guess, in the WordPress or in websites business. Like if somebody have the project of real estate website, other freelancers who works on simple websites, so 100 times difference. So the real estate directory events, I'm talking about this because this is the highest level of website creation in the WordPress. So that's why I'm referring those types of websites. So if you want to create those types of website, you definitely you would have different types of users on your platform. Like the one will be the listing author that is posting the content, creating content on your website, and the other one will be the end user who is consuming the content on your website. So the different types of actually users will be there on your platform. So for that purpose, we have created a front-end pro, and that front-end pro gives you this option to create to create multiple forms like user registration form, user profile form, post front end post submission forms. So we have developed a form builder for creating these types of forms. Plus, we have developed a builder to create a dashboard, the user dashboard, the front end dashboard. So you can create your own dashboard, your own style of dashboard, like whatever the tabs you want to add in the dashboard and the content, of course. So, and along with, we have given the option of single page template layout builder. So that is actually a layout builder.
This is not a page builder. Just want to clarify. This is not like a page builder. We are not competing with Elementor or any other page builder, right? We complement more like a complement, or
yes, that's a layout builder. So if you have the knowledge of course, if you are creating these types of websites, you definitely would have some knowledge of CSS, and that's I'm assuming. So if you have knowledge of CSS and a little bit of coding, so you can just add classes into the custom fields, and then you can create your own sections of single page template, create own sections, set the fields according to your demands and your needs of demands of project. So you can create a complete layout of single page template, and so that's we are offering in the front end pro. And of course, everything will go smoothly. The front end submission, data management on the front end dashboard, and then user admin can create his own style of single page template. So that's a complete package. We have some other add-ons like CubeWP payments. CubeWP payments is the add-on, like you can monetize on your website. You can sell your packages for to listing authors to create listings. They need to pay you, then they can create listing on your website. And of course, the CubeWP payments works with different other add-ons like the ad booster, like the CubeWP calendar booking. So these two add-ons are coming soon, but the CubeWP payments and CubeWP Frontend Pro is in the market, and you can buy it anytime.
Okay, so just to if I can take a second here, I just wanted to show here these are the extensions that you're talking about for CubeWP framework. And the one that is coming out next is going to be, I think, is it reviews and rating, you said?
CubeWP reviews and ratings. So this plugin will give you the option to receive reviews on the different posts, and people can give you the rating. So this plugin will give you this option to create a review system, like multi-criteria review system or single review system. It's up to the website admin, whatever he wants and whatever the requirements of his project.
Okay, awesome. So just want to point out to users that it seems like we have a extended deal, Cyber Monday deal running right now, and for $49, I guess they can get all access and a 2-year price locking. That's pretty cool, Imran. This seems like a really good deal, all access, and not just the one they have we have available right now, but all the future add-ons for $49. That's an amazing deal.
Yeah,
and then
one surprising add-on. Sorry,
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry to cut you here. The one surprising add-on that is not listed here actually. So we are going to launch a CubeWP forms, and this add-on will be completely free for everyone. People can install this CubeWP form and they can create any type of form. If I say any type of form, that means a custom form to get the leads from your website. But the interesting part is, if you install this form on CubeWP framework free version and you haven't buy any other add-on yet, so you can get leads through the form on your website. And of course, if you add that form into in the single page template content, so you will get the leads and the listing author, that if that listing is coming from other users, so the other users will be able to see the leads in their dashboard if you have activated the front end pro. But if you haven't activated the front end pro yet, they can get the leads on a different page. That page will be logged, and if you log in to see the, you need to log in to see the leads. So through the shortcode. So it's a complete system for leads, for lead generation, uh, using the CubeWP framework. So this plugin is going to be launched very soon. I guess in few days. I think.
You don't say that, and people. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we maybe like in a week or so, right? Let's just keep it
Yeah,
to,
of course.
there.
Just
Okay, very soon. Yeah, I'm very excited about CubeWP framework. I think what it seems like um, we are trying to give more than we want to take. Right here, the philosophy is to give as much as possible, and before we can have anybody wants to use our. Obviously, they are welcome to use our paid add-ons, but there is a lot of stuff that is free for them for life. So that's exciting. So I'm really excited for all that awesome stuff that is planned. What else? And let's take a few minutes and talk about because obviously this is amazing framework, and then we have all these amazing add-ons. People can go to cubewp.com/store to check out those add-on, or if you want to get all access package, you can go to pricing page. But the goal, one of the reason you mentioned earlier was for developing CubeWP was creating products, right? Solutions faster, right? And this is also for any other theme author or plugin authors who want to create different themes, So that's, I guess, one of the things that stands, make us different from lot of other products, is that we want people to use our product to create more themes and products and sell it wherever they want to sell it, on ThemeForest or whatnot, right? You want to talk a little about that too, so we can talk to the theme authors in this.
Yes, we have discussed with the different theme authors and product developers about the CubeWP and our complete idea and our set of add-ons in the coming soon add-ons, of course. So they all are related to the websites that kind of websites I'm discussing here. So
Complex,
we also
advanced website.
Yeah, advanced level website. As you already know, we have different teams. Like one we have for the solution development, and the other we have for the CubeWP, of course. So our solution development team is already working on different kind of solutions for the end user. So here the twist comes, like we actually are working for different type of WordPress users. The one is one is for those who are not very much technical, but they want to create a website. So they can easily install CubeWP and buy our add-ons. They can create a website. And the one type of WordPress user, they are freelancers, they are agencies, so they can use CubeWP framework and products to create different type of website for their clients. And the one is the developers actually. So the developers, we have given all kind of filters, hooks, actions, everything for the developers and different functions, so they can customize the complete CubeWP according to their way to complete their projects. And the last but not the least, the end user. Actually, the end user is key to all this journey, like the WordPress journey. If the end user is happy, everyone is happy. So we are working on the end user products. So if we will create the end user products, definitely people will get to know, like, this framework or these products will be are actually capable to create this kind of website. So definitely this will boost their confidence on actually CubeWP framework and CubeWP products. So we are working on different type of solutions and I can't disclose here what types of solutions we are working on, but the good news is we are working on, and hopefully very soon they will be launched, uh, and people will see
Coming
like
weeks and months.
that. Yeah, and hopefully soon then, not in few months, but maybe early.
Okay. Excellent, excellent. All right. What was I gonna ask next? Uh, is there anything else you wanna share about CubeWP that I might have
Yes,
missed?
yes. I want to share a few things that I am reading different comments and different feedback from different people, and we respect all kind of feedback because we are very much open to take feedback and take suggestions. But definitely we have.
Excellent.
I just want to say a few things that we have an idea of CubeWP. We are working on it since long, and we know where we want to take it from here. So I just want to say, whatever we have launched in the market, you just enjoy with it and try to create different stuff, compare with different other products. If you don't like our product, then definitely you can complain to us. But if you like the product, then definitely
Where can
compliment
they
us.
complain? Where can they
They,
complain? I just want to
they
add
can
that.
complain.
Uh,
They can complain on different channels. We have a
you
WordPress
have a
group.
forum?
We have
Yeah.
a forum. Actually. That's the big story. We have a forum on
Okay.
support.qwp.com. They can go to there and they can register their complaint. They can register their compliment. But but what I want from people, please understand the core concept of QWP. I know there are different people. There are a lot of people who just want to suggest us like you need to add this, you need to go with this, you need to go with this. We respect all of them, but they just need to understand the core concept of QWP. If we are giving the search system, we are giving the filter system, search filter, we are providing custom fields for users, for post types, for taxonomies. That's the whole story with the CubeWP. And definitely, uh, there are another thing like we are providing actually the CubeWP settings platform, and that platform is for developers actually. They can create their own settings with CubeWP settings if they are using CubeWP. They don't need to go for other solutions for creating a settings page. So we're giving all these options to the WordPress
For
developers.
example, just to be specific, you mean when you're talking about settings, you are
Yeah,
saying that they don't need to use
like
like
sometimes
Redux framework
yeah,
or any other framework?
there are a lot
Okay.
of frameworks like Redux is the very famous one, and there are different other different frameworks for settings panels and settings page. So people usually use other frameworks, and some other developers they start creating their own settings page. So we are providing QW settings framework, so they can easily integrate their required settings with the QW settings, and the setting will be appeared in the QW settings. So they can use those options inside the project wherever they need. So
Awesome.
that we are providing right now with the QWP free version. But I just wanted to say uh, people just need to understand our core concept of QWP, whatever we are giving. So before commenting and before making suggestions, they just understand why.
Okay. Yeah, I
One
see
interesting.
what you mean. I mean, it's very important for people because I could think maybe just by looking on our website because we recently launched. I mean, of course, we can improve it. It might give not the complete picture, but it's best to use the product. And definitely, if there is anything, then come to us and leave a comment. Not just don't just judge the book by its cover. What you're suggesting.
Yes, yes, yes. But the very much interesting comment on Facebook, I read a comment, and someone said, why did you create this framework. You don't need to create a framework for this. You just need to integrate your system of maybe he was suggesting about he was talking about our search system, filter system, and other front end pro or other features. So he was suggesting us like if you want, why did not you consider other available market plugins to integrate with them? Why did you create your own system? So my question is,
Yeah.
if you don't know about the core concept of CubeWP, CubeWP is a different thing from others. So if we want to play a big game, if you want to go into a big play area, so you need to have your own tools. So we are going to into actually a different arena where nobody I don't know anybody who touched that domain where we are going to. Actually, we are trying to create a solution based market system. So right now it's very expensive to create a a high end website through freelancers or agencies, and there is no framework or the tool that is helping them to create that kind of website. But we are trying to be there for them. So,
Yeah. I mean, they might have to use like 10 different plugins from 10 different developers, and then they have to also do some custom. But a lot of the stuff, what you're suggesting, it will be included in one product by one team. And I just want to add about Imran and our team is that our team has been dedicated to building end-to-end solutions. We don't focus on solving a small problem. We try to solve an end-to-end problem. You want to maybe touch about that before I want to also talk to you about the REST API because you recently added that to CubeWP framework, so I don't want to forget that. So just want to talk about the end-to-end mindset that we have, not just playing a narrow game.
Yeah, I would say it's a beginning. It's just a beginning.
Yeah,
it's not
right.
the end. So people need to understand
Right.
it's just a beginning. It's not the end. We are not like, I'm not saying other people. We are not lying. We are not like that. Like we just launched a product and then we went away. This is just a beginning. Our day and nights all about the CubeWP. We are working on this project. We will be working on this project for next 5 years, for 10 years, until we are not achieve our goals. Actually, whatever goals we have set for us. So this is just a beginning, and there are a lot more to come. Just wait and watch. Definitely, all those people, I respect them. I really respect them, their suggestions. All those people who are suggesting us these kind of things, definitely after 6, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, they will see a complete change of their mindset. I'm very much hopeful they will change their approach, their the way they
perception.
look at the CubeWP, their perception actually about the CubeWP, because there are a lot more to come, and definitely we are not disclosing here everything because this is the market and people start asking questions about the upcoming systems, upcoming projects. So definitely for that purpose we are not disclosing, but I'm just saying this is just a beginning.
Is it safe to say what CubeWP is trying to do for the dynamic website is similar to what WordPress did? Oh, sorry, WooCommerce did for e-commerce market?
WooCommerce, I'm a big fan of WooCommerce. You know it.
Yeah.
You can say it. If you will say this, I'll take it as compliment.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
definitely
okay.
we are working on the same way.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, definitely there are market leaders, and they have. But then obviously there's we have integrated our payment with WooCommerce, so we work in a complementary way with WooCommerce.
In my previous project, in our previous project, we did not integrate with the WooCommerce. And
Yeah.
for that one mistake, I'll say it was a mistake. For one mistake, we we had to create almost 20-30 add-ons for different payment gateways. So I don't want to spend a half time to create payment gateways for different regions of world. So
Yeah. I mean,
and
yeah, I see what
that
you
would not
mean.
be
I
a
mean,
very good approach.
yep. That's a good point. So let's talk about REST API. I don't know much about REST API. REST API, I try to understand, but it usually goes over my head. So what's the relation and between REST API and CubeWP? What have we done? Because a lot of people ask.
WordPress gives you REST API by default. So REST API is just a you know uh, as you are non-developer, so it would
Yeah,
be difficult to explain to you. But REST API gives you
yeah.
option to fetch the data and update the data through API. You don't need to go into the
Okay,
core functionalities or something like that. So I think
okay,
you get the idea. So REST API, WordPress
okay.
gives you a REST API by default, and we just added
Mm.
our API, our content. We integrated our content with the WordPress REST API. Like if you want to fetch the user's data, and whenever you when you will try to fetch the user data, you will get our custom fields for users with the user data. So if you're going to get the post data with REST API, you will get the custom fields along with the uh, WordPress post REST API. So that's actually that's what we have integrated with our custom fields with the REST API. But later on, as uh, as you know, we are going to launch different other plugins like QWP frontend form, QWP custom form, and a different booking form and different other plugins. So we will add those contents with the REST API in the REST API. So definitely, it is an ongoing process. Whenever we will feel the data will be updated from the front end, and user need to have this data in the REST API, we will integrate that data into the REST API. So people can easily update and get the data through REST API.
Okay, awesome. And a lot of people ask about Gutenberg and other page builders, and have we looked into that as well? I mean, is that something you want to share now, or maybe we'll keep that for a later discussion?
Yes, of course. So, we are actually trying to work on a hybrid system where, because there are ton of page builders. So if we are going to, if we will go to integrate with each one, it will take a lot of time. So we are trying to build a hybrid system to integrate with all the page builders at once. But definitely it's a bit complicated and a different thing. So right now, our first, let me disclose this. Right now, our first, consideration is to build our custom data, dynamic data with the Gutenberg blocks. Actually, so that's a widely used tool. So we are considering to build a system for Gutenberg blocks. So that's what people will get very soon. Not in the next week, but very soon, because we are considering to do this integration, and we will do definitely. And then later on with different
Okay.
renowned plugins, of course.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Imran, for that. Anything else you want to share
Yeah,
with
I,
our
I,
audience?
I want
Yeah,
to share one more thing actually, the relationship
sure.
fields. So this is the
Yeah,
only plugin.
absolutely.
Yeah, this is the only plugin that gives you the relationship fields, the repeatable fields, gallery, and other stuff free of cost.
For free?
And there is no other plugin who gives you these fields, field types free of cost. You have to pay them, and then you will get the pro version of those plugins, and then you will be able to create repeatable fields,
Okay.
relationship fields, other stuff. But with the CubeWP, you can do whatever you want to do with these fields.
You mean like all the major players that are in the
Yeah, of
market,
course,
they
of
don't
course.
give, I
All
guess.
the major
Maybe
players,
like there might be like a free like a single plugin that might just give you that specific feature for free, like, but you know how those
yeah, I'm
plugins,
talking
they
about
don't
the
usually last. Yeah.
I'm talking about the major players, those who have the almost 70-80% market share. So I'm talking about those plugins. They don't give these fields in their free version, like repeatable fields, relationship fields, and some don't even give the gallery field. So, but we are giving these options.
Excellent. And last I checked, we had about 24 custom field types. Is that, or maybe 25, or
Yeah.
I don't know. I stopped. Yeah.
Actually, I didn't count the numbers of custom fields, but I just remember we have all the field types in the custom fields. And if we that's my
Missed
request
anything?
to
Yeah.
that's my request to everyone. If we have missed anything, please suggest us. We will add that field, because this is our policy. The custom fields will be free for everyone. This will go in the free version, whatever the custom field type is. So it will be free. So if we have missed some few custom fields, please suggest us. We will add those custom fields. But as far as my knowledge, we have added all types of custom fields, field types.
Yeah. Okay. I think there's one point I want to add here, just to clarify, because I don't want this to be some sort of surprise, but people can create all types of custom fields. They can add it to post types, or whatever. But I guess in the search and the filter, the custom fields are disabled, or they are locked, basically, right? As it's a pro feature. Just want to clarify that.
It's a pro feature. It's available in the CubeWP Frontend Pro. So if you want to create search filter, search format, search filter for your website, so you need to buy CubeWP Frontend from. But
only in the search and filter, like, other places, of course, they can still display custom fields, whatnot, but only in the search.
But the basic search and the basic filter is available in the CubeWP framework free version. If you want to create a filter system with the taxonomies and all
keywords, keyword tags, and all that, categories,
fields, locations or whatever. So you can use our free version. So it's available there. But if you want to use the custom fields, then definitely you need to buy the Frontend Pro, because that's a bit extensive.
Okay.
Or that's why we logged it.
Yeah. So just let's cover the custom, what you call Frontend Pro a little bit more. I'm going to share my screen here with you, so we can actually. Sorry, give me a second here. Here. So Frontend Pro is like a single plugin, but it seems like it has a lot of stuff going on here. Like advanced search, advanced filter builder, user sign up form builder. I know you did mention about some of these stuff. So let's just go over all these quickly.
Sam, okay, thank you. As I have already explained, the advanced search builder, and the filter builder. But the interesting fact about the sign up form and profile form. In the sign up form is the same as WordPress have. Like you will have the default fields, and you will have the default WordPress fields for sign up, and you will have the custom fields that you have created with the CubeWP framework. So, but with the user profile form here, there is some interesting things. Like we have given the option to change the username even. Like if somebody have registered with your website, and later on he want to change his username, like all other big websites have this option to give the users, like Facebook or any other website. So you can change your username anytime, like if that username is available on availability. So we have given this option in the user profile form. So you can change your username anytime while updating your profile. So if you have,
Okay.
yeah, so that's a different thing actually. And in the post
Let me
type,
just ask you a quick question on that
yes,
actually, because I just want to clarify. Because David from Dynamic WordPress group, he's been very helpful in feedback, and um, yeah, he runs a really large dynamic
yeah, I know
WordPress
David.
group. Yeah, so I'm gonna just share with you a question he asked. I just wanted to check with you. Here's a big bit of a feedback about the user profile form. My understanding is this is to be a front-end version of the user profile page you see in the admin. That's correct, right? The
No,
user
that's
profile
not correct
form.
actually.
Okay.
That's not correct actually.
Okay.
The thing is, the content is the same, but the logic is different.
Okay.
In the WordPress profile edit form, there are a lot of options. So the WordPress lock the username, and they don't give the option to change the username. The ones you have created, all you can change your username anytime. So, but we have created this option. You can change your username. So whenever you type the username, we check the availability of username in the WordPress system. If any username already available with that particular name, so we give that username is not available. And the same thing is with the email. If you give the email in the profile, you want to change email and you set some other email, we will check in the system if that email is already exists. We won't change. We won't let you change the email or the username.
Okay.
Basically, it's not the same profile form that WordPress gives. It's a different form with a different logic, but of course the content is the same. We can't actually change the content. Actually, this is a profile form. The content will be same. Uh, I read
Okay.
that comment from David, and he's actually he's a very good person. Actually, he pointed a very good question about the password field, but fortunately we got that issue in our system before he making the point. So the password field was required previously, but we have changed it. Now it's not required to update the profile form. So whenever you go to update
Okay.
your profile form, you don't need to
Oh,
give the password.
I
It's
see
not
what you mean.
required. So actually, we changed that option. So password field is not required in profile. So that in that way, the David was right. So we already have changed it. Hopefully today or the tomorrow, the update, the new update will be launched, and all these options will be updated to the system.
Okay, that's actually a good point because I was going to come to the update. We are already on 108, and the next will be 109. So, what can people expect from 109? Anything you want to reveal in this
Yes,
uh,
there are actually.
podcast?
Let me see my change log actually. So first of all, there are a lot of fixes. There are a lot of fixes that we found.
Okay.
Few small issues, small bugs. There are a lot of fixes. The UI UX issues solved, like the range field UI UX issue in the repeating field and on the front end, on the back end. So that is fixed. And the gallery field is the gallery field. We added the gallery field in repeating field for post type and users the same. And there are a few other things that we added in the system. And post field, gallery
Okay.
field, and image field. These three new field types we have added in the repeating field actually. So in the
In the
previous version,
repeating field. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
we don't have you can't add multiple galleries into the post, but in our new version you can add 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever the number of galleries into the post, and you can add multiple you can link multiple posts with the repeating field in our next update. You can add multiple images one after another other in the repeating field. So we have given these three actually field types in the repeating field, and there are a lot of fixes and a lot of new options. So we will update the change log definitely. But this is the, these are the major things.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for sharing all that details. I think we have, I'm going to stop sharing, and I guess let's just check on how we're doing on the time. Okay, so we just hit the 1 hour mark. So I want to just thank you again for joining, and hopefully we can do this more often, maybe on a weekly basis. We'll try. And also we can
I'm
keep
really
the
sorry.
audience in the loop.
Sorry, I was not much active in this first podcast. This is my first time to speak 1 hour in the podcast actually, and it's 3 a.m. here.
Yeah.
So the time is.
I know. I'm sorry. I need to let you go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying up late. And I will see you next time. And any last word?
My last words is actually thank you. Thanks to my team. Thanks to all other people who are, commenting, giving feedback.
Thanks to David. David has been very active and supportive.
Thanks to David. Thanks to Neil. There was a person, Neil, and thanks to Junaid actually. I saw his conversation on forum. He's very good. He's very much enthusiastic, and I saw his website. He's creating a very good website, and this is the almost the first draft something with CubeWP, very big with CubeWP. When I saw his website, so I felt something inside, like this is the CubeWP. You can create something with it, and this is what we were trying to build actually. So thanks to Junaid, thanks for improving our system, thanks for making points. So because this is a beginning, this is a new entry in the market. Of course, we are not perfect actually. So of course there will be a lot of issues. So we are very much open to take feedback, take suggestions, and but keep in mind this is the CubeWP, and we are working on CubeWP. So you should complain or compliment or suggest or comment on this, but please try to understand the core concept of CubeWP. So that's what I want to say.
Thank you so much, Imran. Guys, everybody, just go to cubewp.com and download framework. The link on the top, download link, can lead you there, or check out our other add-ons. I just don't want to forget thanks to Tim as well. Tim, because he was our first, he created first video.
I also forgot that Tim. Tim was the first one to review our system before our launch, and thanks to Tim for very good suggestions actually.
Thanks everyone, and we'll see you next time. All right, take care. Have a good one. Peace. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thanks.